flashbacks to when we first filmed like 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago.
Ew,
10
that's
years.
so long ago.
Gross. Ollie, do you want to join us? Oh my god, it's a family affair. But very anticipated video. Your girl's engaged! Sorry for the long overdue video, but I feel like it's very on brand. I asked you guys on Instagram a couple weeks ago to submit some proposal questions for a little proposal Q&A for both of us. Did you have the exact ring picked out ahead of time or did he choose it?
I might have been June or July, actually.
Of
we had the appointment. And
of
then,
2021.
Actually, I thought maybe it was even before then because...
It might have been.
I mean, my original plan was supposed to happen over the summer, and...
Oh yeah, you told me that. What were your original plans? Like, why was it gonna be in the summer, and what were you gonna do?
Okay,
I have
so
no idea.
my original plan was to go up to Santa Barbara. I was gonna like disguise it as a brand deal, like a business trip type thing, and like kind of throw you off a little bit. And it was gonna be involved with like all of our friends basically. And the first night, like you guys were gonna go out to like a vineyard, and then I was gonna do it at a vineyard or something.
Oh, that's cute.
Which would have been nice, and now you're like, oh, like
yeah, right.
Probably should have done that.
No.
But when it came down to it, like I decided to do it in LA because all of our friends were here. I just thought it'd be easier to also kind of coordinate and get things together.
Question was about the ring, so I know we're kind of like going off topic. So
I think it was like beginning of summer.
So yeah, maybe. Basically, because of COVID stuff, we couldn't go into the showroom. I obviously did a lot of research on like ring stuff.
I don't even think it was, the showroom wasn't even up yet.
It didn't exist in LA yet.
Yeah.
Probably within the last 2 years being like, we should try on rings just to see what you like, because I wasn't gonna trust you, obviously you have good taste, but like I didn't even know what I wanted myself. Once I started doing a bunch of research on like where I exactly wanted the ring from, we decided to do a virtual appointment. Basically, yes, we did pick it out ahead of time. Obviously it wasn't the exact ring because he had to pick the diamond and stuff, but like the shape and the setting. Did you have any feeling it was coming soon? Yeah, because we talked about it. Like obviously we've been together for a long time, almost, it'll be 8 years in August, so.
Probably the last 2 years we've been talking about it, but
yeah.
We haven't been in any type of rush because we felt like we made that commitment a long time ago.
I feel married anyway.
Yeah.
Did I actually feel like it was coming soon? Christmas Eve of this year, Alex was at my place and the wine was flowing. He showed me a text from his sister. It was totally unrelated. He had it like in my face. And there was like a couple texts before that, when's it happening or something. And you said, I'm gonna do it on her birthday. And then she goes, exciting. And I was like, oh my God, they're obviously talking about a proposal. I didn't want to say anything then in the moment because I was like, well, we're drinking, like we're tipsy. I'm not gonna bring it up.
I was gonna go full steam ahead.
I felt bad. There was one moment we were on the couch and then he started talking about proposal stuff and I was like, well, I don't care when it happens, just any day but my birthday. And then finally I had to be like, I know you were planning on doing it on my birthday because
well, I was like, why the hell is she saying this? Like, and I didn't know that you knew. Like, I thought you were just kind of being like, yada yada yada.
You showed me a text.
That stressed me out.
It would have been a good original plan because I wouldn't have suspected it because I was gonna get like ready anyway, like be dressed up for my birthday.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
So that was a good date to do it. If I didn't see the text, I would honestly have literally no idea. Alex, how did you come up with this beautiful proposal?
I wanted a good view.
We love a good view.
The beauty of California is just unmatched. You know, I was looking at places in Malibu, all these different spots around here, and I went on Pure Space and found like a great one. Yeah, I like the view. I like that it wasn't really like a house. And then Sarah kind of helped me like with coming up with just how I wanted to get the staging down because I was looking at all these different options and some looked so tacky.
The only like guidance I've told him was I don't want it to be around a bunch of people like in a public space that stresses me out when you're like walking and there's like a big like marry me marquee. I was like, that is my worst nightmare. Intimate, like not people around, and if friends are involved, minimal.
Going on the same idea of like birthdays, it was our friend Jill's birthday.
Love you, Jill.
I think on Wednesday of that week, we came up with the backstory of having a staycation up in the Hollywood Hills, like got like an Airbnb, and we were just gonna go up for like a game night, like dress classy. Jill came up with the idea to do it on her birthday, so I wasn't like stealing too much for thunder.
So they sent out a group text, Connor did, like a month beforehand and was like, hey guys, like I'm throwing this for Jill. He even sent over like an Airbnb link. I never even clicked it. I really thought that was happening.
And then we just drive up, go into the hills, and then surprise, it wasn't.
I was really convinced it was still gonna happen that game night, even after the proposal. I was like, so when's the game night? So it was kind of a group effort.
And my friend Eric, who flew in from Minneapolis.
Shook.
which was a nice surprise.
I really thought you like hired a service to do that because I was like, damn, this looks
They,
professional. Caitlin, were you genuinely surprised that day or did you have any suspicion? So I kept going back and forth because again, I was genuinely like, I thought Jill's birthday was gonna be that weekend, but that whole like week leading up, I started getting suspicions because Alex would be like on the phone and like would run away from me, even though you stand by the fact that it was just a normal call with your dad, but you would like run into the other room and act so suspicious. The actual morning you like were texting and I like purposely was like, I wonder like what he'll do. Went over to your pillow and then you hid your phone from me. So I was like, you never do that. That was so sus. So you left during the day and then as I was doing my makeup, I filmed a video. I needed the receipts. So I got timestamps and everything saying, I think it's gonna happen today.
I am currently getting ready for my friend Jill's birthday party tonight. I have a slight feeling that I could potentially be getting proposed to tonight. So I am recording this as a receipt.
There was like a 1% chance that I was like off because I was still convinced this game night was happening. But yes, I did start to get like suspicions the day of, which is funny though, because I asked you guys on my Instagram to help me pick out an outfit. I was like down between 2 outfits for this game night. So you guys basically voted for my proposal.
You guys did a good
dress.
job, I gotta say.
You did. Alex, how long did you have the ring beforehand and did you hide it in the apartment?
See, it took a while to find, like they were, I think it was supply issues, like everything these days. There was kind of a delay in getting any new shipments of like diamonds that I was looking for, like the right size. They're all just kind of on the smaller end for this oval cut. I think I had it in August and then it was sitting in my guitar case until then.
I can't believe it was in your guitar case. I asked and that was like my first question. I was like,
she never goes through my stuff, so I was like, I wasn't too worried.
But I just assumed you would put
plus you're bad at finding things.
I just assumed you would have it up high in your closet in a box or something. So I was like, clearly.
Oh, high would have been a good idea because you're so short.
Exactly. What were the logistics of capturing the moment on camera? Years ago, if you asked me, I was like, okay, I want a whole production. I want a videographer and a photographer to capture the moment. And then as years go on, I was like, actually, I could care less if there even was anyone capturing this. Like it could be just us in the apartment if you did it. And that's like totally fine with me. You can always take pictures after and do like a proposal shoot, which I still want to do.
I think at first I asked Jill, just take some iPhone pictures. I was like, we could always do a shoot later, kind of like what she just said. And then when I told Sarah about the plan and got her involved, she was pretty adamant about coming back out for it. And I'm like, yeah, that works out nicely. And she put in the work when she got out here, so.
She did work,
appreciate
as
that.
Kim would say.
She was like, suggested that Cody comes out and shoots it. And he did a great job. You gotta say.
He slayed it.
He knows how to do his magic, so.
I thought it was nice to have like those photos too. Like Sarah also captured some video and then our friends. Oh yeah, and the film photos were cute, yeah.
Which is kind of cool. A little variety.
Those were so cute. Aren't we cute? Alex, how long had you been planning before you proposed?
Probably since the summer, last summer. Kind of waiting until there was kind of a lull in our schedule.
Yeah, we kept like traveling through.
You know, after the new year hit, I was like, okay, I really need to get this down because enough's enough, you know?
When did you guys know that each other were the one? So cute.
Almost a decade ago.
Yeah, we've been, I feel like ours was such a slow burn.
Well, not to...
we were friends for so long.
I mean, not to be corny, and I think I said this to you in like our speech, I don't even remember, I think I blacked out. It was freshman year, there was like a piano room in our dorm and like you started playing piano and I was like, oh my God, like, you know, music things get like straight to the heart. I wasn't like, oh my God, like now I'm in love. But it's like, okay, I could see myself being with you in the future. I mean, we had also talked about what we like in significant others, and I felt like we aligned there.
Basically describing each other.
So, I mean, it started kind of then, but then, like, I mean, truly cemented it was probably even before we moved in together. Then once I moved out here and started living with her, like, I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty easy.
Yeah, I feel like we, like, always knew. It was always really...
like there wasn't
easy. Over Christmas my mom asked this question and Alex was like, well, I just thought, you know, this is as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
I always told people, I was like, Alex would make the perfect boyfriend. Like, he's so perfect. Even when I was like setting you up with my friends, I would be like, he's so perfect.
Pawning me off.
As your biggest hype woman. There was a moment with my roommate where you like played the guitar like bubbly to make her feel better because she was crying, and then I was like, oh my, I was literally in my bunk and I was like, this is the sweetest guy ever. It's so nice. Not a definitive moment. Friends to lovers.
Conquered the friend zone,
So
baby.
cute. How soon do you want to get married? Honestly, like, I don't even want to think about it.
I'm starting to think about it more than she has.
Yeah.
Thinking about my bachelor party at least.
Oh my god. I feel like that was like one of the things that stressed me out about getting engaged, was that just knowing that like you're gonna get those questions bombarded at you. And I didn't expect it to happen within like literally less than 24 hours after. People were FaceTiming us being like, so when's the date? I have literally no plans. I have no idea. Like I just wanna sit and enjoy being engaged for a little bit without having to think about planning, because planning is my worst nightmare. Like I want to do anything else but plan.
We'll see.
I would rather like find and secure my dream venue if I fall in love with the place, figuring that out, and then if there's like, oh well, we only have this date available, then I'd be like, all right, sold, let's do it, and then kind of go from there, versus being like, I only can do this date, and then you have to like rule out so many venues because they're already booked. So I feel like that's a better way to do it for us anyway. But we'll take you along with the journey, touring venues and everything, like from start to finish, because I think that's always so fun to watch. I can't believe it. We're doing that. Oh my god.
Then kids.
Oh my god. Did Alex talk to your parents before proposing?
Yes, I did actually. Probably before you bought the ring, she's like asked me the question, so do you think you're gonna get married? I'm like, yeah, definitely. She got like all like excited. She's like, oh my gosh. As time went on, like kind of filled her in on that, thinking about buying a ring, like I'm buying a ring, I bought the ring, and when I bought the ring, I'd sent your mom and your sister a picture of it. But she's very adamant about us calling her before any posting happened from like any of our friends or anything, which is kind of
you better not post
it's like
anything on Instagram
6 times
before
she's
you
like said
call
it over
me.
and over again. I'm like,
Like
yes, I get
obviously
it.
mom, she was so excited though. She's so cute. I have so many questions asking Alex why it took so long. Honestly, like just as for being just together and not being engaged for so long, like we both, it was a joint decision. If we wanted to have gotten engaged a long time ago, we would have. We were just like, what's the rush?
Felt like we made the commitment a long time ago anyway.
We're just enjoying living life. If you're being pressured to by like family or friends, just go on your own timeline. Like you don't need to fall into society pressures about it. And obviously like where we're from, I feel like a lot of people get engaged and married and having kids way sooner. But what's kind of nice about living in LA, like no one is even, no one's even engaged.
Everyone's
so, like,
hopelessly single.
I feel like timelines are just shifted out here, which I like, because then there's not that pressure.
Right. We didn't feel as much pressure as I think you feel sometimes when there's a lot of people around
you.
Your
You're
age
like, oh my god.
It also gets you excited too, so like it makes sense. But
yeah, there's a lot of people that want the ring details. I also have gotten a lot of questions, why does it keep focusing on your face versus this bad boy? I've gotten a lot of questions about like the 4 C's. I don't even know what that is.
Nearly flawless. Carat was like a little under 4 carats. What else am I missing here?
So a couple of years ago, we actually listened to a podcast about the diamond industry and just like how it like became a thing. And I'll link the podcast down below if I can find it, but it talks about like how that even got started, because it is interesting. It's like, why do we all wear diamond rings when we get like proposed to? How it started as like a marketing strategy because diamonds just weren't selling.
They started the marketing strategy, diamonds are forever.
That kind of got me thinking about it and showed me too that craziness that happens with the diamond industry and how they're mined and everything.
And it's terrible on the environment.
Just had to change my battery pack back to the ring. I did decide, I was like, okay, I'll do like a diamond, I guess, but I wanted it to be sustainable. Like that was super important to me. So I started researching for years just about different options for this, because there's so many different ways that you can get a sustainable diamond. And a lot of brands also say that they're ethically sourced, but if you dig a little bit deeper into them, they're actually not. You can do like different kinds of lab growns. There's like moissanite. There's a bunch of different like types of lab grown diamonds. And I definitely recommend researching that just to see like what kind of ring that you want, because there's truly so many different ways that you can go about it. I was actually kind of down between like 2 brands, I guess. Both of them were sustainably sourced, and this one actually is made from, they take a small diamond particle and they actually grow it with solar panels, which I thought was so interesting. And it's like the world's only carbon neutral, zero emission industry, I guess, or diamond brand.
Carbon neutral, yeah.
And they're just super transparent about all their practices and how they create their diamonds. So I thought that was so cool. And the band is also made from recycled gold, which I thought was awesome as well. Felt like super drawn to this brand for so long. I'm so obsessed with it. It's so perfect. She's a stunner. I got a lot of questions about how Sarah ended up surprising me because she turned off Find My Friends because she talked about that in her video. So she played this so well, which I'm shocked that I didn't catch on to this because she asked me like a couple weeks before this. She was like, do you know how to turn off like Find My Friends? But she prefaced it by sending me an actual invitation that she got for a surprise party. And I was like, oh yeah, I had to do this for when we were surprising Morgan for her birthday a couple years ago. Super easy. And then I was like, okay, you're good. Yeah, I don't see you. And I didn't even think about the day of that she had that surprise party that day until like we were on the way to the actual proposal spot. Thank you. She texted me just like a fake thing about someone at the party being like, should I go up to him and blah, blah, blah.
Plus she's posting and like pretending she's in Nashville, like had stories already pre-filmed.
Telling you in the car, I was like, LOL, she ran into blah, blah at the party.
That's funny.
He was like, just going along with it. Also on the way over there when I for sure knew it was happening was because he gave me the aux cord in the car and he never gives me the aux cord. And I knew it was because he didn't want his text to pop up on the screen.
That wasn't
so
it. I was just actually being nice. I had everything on mute. Nothing would have popped up.
I think you were just nervous about the potential.
I'm telling you.
Of it
I'm telling you exactly
up.
what happened.
And he was also stressed out because he wanted to do it like during the sunset. And I was like trying to figure out my top because like as you can see,
we missed
like
it by probably 5 minutes.
My teat was gonna fall out if I didn't have fashion tape. So I was like, oh my god, I need to find fashion tape. So I was like trying to figure out how to like tape my top, and Alex was like, okay, like let's go. And I was like, it really doesn't matter. We're just helping set up a party. But then I was like, maybe whatever. While we were driving there, the sun was kind of setting and it was looking so pretty. So I think
it just rained
stressed
too.
out.
And
oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. You were so stressed because it was raining that day, which like never rains in LA. Of course it was raining.
I knew it was a gamble. Like in March, it's part of the rainy season, so I knew it was kind of a gamble, but
it wasn't raining here, and I was like, well, why does it matter? If it's raining down
like over in the valley. So then I was like,
I didn't know why it mattered though, because I was like, if we're at a game night, we're gonna be inside, so why does it matter? Cold. But it ended up being so perfect because it looked like how they do in The Bachelor, where they hose down like the entrance with all the roses so that it just like looks pretty and reflective. It literally looked like that on the patio, which is perfect because it rained and it stopped before they set up everything. And then apparently there was like a double rainbow. Apparently that's like a good sign, a good symbol. I would say that's pretty much all of the questions. If you guys have any other questions you want me to answer in like future Q&As about this, definitely let me know, or I can just answer them in the comments. But I feel like that.
Who knows? Maybe I'll make a return every now and then.
Maybe Alex will sit down and we'll do other like wedding videos. If you want to see any specific videos in a wedding series coming up, let me know that in the comments below too, because we're down. But you did well. Thanks for being on my channel again. It's been so long.
I got a lifetime of this shit.
Bye.
Au revoir.